Good evening, everybody. This is Spain for F1, the rerun from last week because Virgin Internet was shocking. So I'm joining Sertuan in the comms box tonight for the first one, and Senna will be back for Canada. So good evening, Twan.
Good evening, Jake. How are you?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Yeah, good. Looking forward to this. It's 7 days a bit late, but I'm still looking forward to it.
Yes, let's hope Virgin is being okay today.
Yes, fingers crossed, yeah.
I mean, 14 is a good turnout, so thanks everyone, because obviously it's an hour earlier.
Yeah, it's a great turnout.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, given that there's a race in like 50 minutes time, then that's a really good turnout as well. So
yes.
So anybody not aware of the... Oh yeah, go on. Sorry, mate. Go on.
I was just going to say, if you're listening to the stream and you're in F1, don't forget there is a 10-minute break after qualifying. So don't be rushing back. Just take your time, and then we'll start Canada short qualifying.
Yes. Yeah, double header today. Something new.
Yes, it's going to be strange. No qualifying, just straight in. How are they going to cope with that?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. With obviously Canada being straight after as well, I mean, I'm sure they've obviously had to prioritise a race they probably feel stronger at, do the practice there. So you might get maybe slightly different results in the two races, possibly than you maybe could have been. We'll never know, obviously, but, you know, somebody prioritised Canada might be a little bit off the pace here and vice versa. So, yeah, it should be interesting, to be honest. It should be really interesting.
What I would say is, like, people like Joe Loke, they're obviously going to prioritise Spain.
You'd think so, yeah.
Pole position, and that's probably, no offence to him, but like this is one of his best chances, I feel, this season to potentially get that podium.
Yeah, I'd agree with that completely. I mean, he's obviously got pace. I mean, he's not a slow driver at all, but I mean, this tier is, as you've seen already this season, it's covered by nothing. Like a 10th can get you 2 or 3 spots either way, so it's very tight. So this is the race where he needs to go for it, I think.
Yeah. I always tune into this tier, so
you're well up to speed.
Usually, which is the pecking order and whatnot. Who to expect to be quick here, and who to expect to be quick at Canada. So it shall be interesting.
Yeah, it shall be. I mean, I think Joe Loke will go all out on this one. Lefted's game plan's got to be to finish in front of Viper now. That's got to be the ultimate goal moving forward. He's shown that he can keep up with Viper now. He's shown that the quali pace is there. Australia, his race pace was there. Obviously, it was a little bit difficult with the battles he was having. He kind of Viper got the chance to pull away whilst the rest were battling. So this is the race, I think, where we'll see the emergence of Lefted as the title challenger to Viper at the moment. At the current orders going, I think this is the race to see.
Oh, we've had a ready up already.
We have had a ready up already, yes. That's interesting. That's an early one. I weren't expecting that.
That is an early one. No, I don't know who did it because I was looking at the grid.
Yes.
But there we go.
So, yes, and of course you've got Viper in there that's obviously starting in P3 or wants a good result. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. So, do you usually do formation laps?
Yes, yeah, I normally do, so I shall go away with that, and I'll do the strategies as well. So, starting in P14, the Renault is CCRL Masala, starting on the hard, so he's obviously going for the long first stint. Mick Zizou in the Racing Point doing the same strategy. Then we have Thibaut, Golden and Lugier, 12th, 11th and 10th, all running on the mediums. And then P9 onwards, have got a free choice of tyre today. So Easton's gone for the hard, so he's the first guy on what you'd call the alternate strategy in P9. And then Corey Marshall and the McLaren, P8 on the mediums. Fingerboy, P7. Skunk Burner, P6. Watch out for him in the race as well. He tends to have quite a lot of pace and comes through the pack well. Z-Tex, this is a man that you don't know what you're going to get. You're either going to get him storm up to a podium finish, or it might be a race not to forget, but he might disappear down the pack and sort of finish.
He's just had his dinner as well, so is he going to be in the right
overweight?
Right frame, that's it. Yeah. Fuel in the car.
Yeah, Jacoby in the Alpha. Right, interesting one. Had the pace for pole, didn't get it. has a 10-second penalty to chuck on at the end of this race, so he needs to get out in front if he can. Viper, title leader in P3. Lefted, his main rival at the moment in P2. And the surprise package and the wow of the day last week was Joe Loeb in the Alpha, sitting on pole.
Unbelievable.
Yes. I'll pass over to you for the start of the race, and good luck everybody out there.
Thank you. Yes, let's hope it's a good clean race, a good clean start, and obviously I'm going to be rooting on the Alpha boys.
Of course you are.
As you'd expect.
Yes.
So let's see how it cracks on.
Yep.
See if Joe can keep up this good qualifying pace and convert it to a podium.
Yeah, the start's crucial, I think, for all of them here, especially the top 4. The start is crucial.
It is. It is indeed. It is indeed. Let me just check the stream quality, make sure it's all good.
Yeah, it looks fine here.
Looks fine to me.
Yeah.
And we have. There we go. So we've got 1 light, we've got 2 lights, we've got 3, 4, and 5. And Joe's actually had a decent start, but it's Viper who's had the best one. Is Viper going to challenge into turn 1 though? That's the question. Is he going to go? Oh, he is.
Oh, we've got wing damage at the back.
We have.
Oh, and Golden's round. Oh, and he's reset to track there.
Lefted and I think Jake might have wing damage there. He touched lefted.
Oh dear. Yeah, unfortunately, Golden has done a reset to track, unfortunately, so that's going to be a penalty, I would presume, to be added on at some point.
Yeah, so Viper just went for it at the start. Well, you'd expect, and now he's going to just try and streak away, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to do the old Vettel strategy of get out, pull away, get out of the DRS, and then control it from there. Unfortunately for Lefted, not been able to. Oh, Joe Lowe's made a mistake though with left again. Nah, it's a bit too far behind. Unfortunately.
It's a little bit too far, yeah.
Yeah.
And who's that? Z-Tex
Easton. Easton's missing pretty much half a front wing there. So unfortunately, he's going to have to box. So already there's already a bit of a field spread going through here.
There is.
And the Corey's got himself up into P6, but seems to be a slight cork in the bottle here with Skull, Tebow, Lugia, Fingerboy, Masala all queuing up behind him.
Ooh, I'll tell you what's going to be interesting. Look, there's a second gap already.
Yeah.
DRS has got, so that's one thing that is going to hold him back from getting onto the back of Viper, isn't it? If you like, staying with him.
Yeah.
It's one tool that's gone. So how is that going to affect everything else?
Well, I mean, at the minute, this reminds me of Australia. You've got obviously Viper managing to streak ahead, and then you've got Joe Loke who's in front of Lefted, Jake and Z-Tex. In these early sort of exchanges here, it looks like those 3 behind possibly have the pace. Look at Corey though. Corey Marshall's caught up to Z-Tex now.
P6.
Yeah, but it was right on the back of Z. I don't know if Z-Tex had a little wobble or anything, but Corey seems to have some actual hard pace right now. This is incredible.
He does.
Come on, Corey, lad. There's a McLaren driver of mine.
Well.
Come on. No bias, of course. No bias.
Shaping up for the move. He's shaping up.
Oh, yeah, Tebow.
Hang it around the outside.
Oh, he's going to have the switchback. Yeah. You don't want to go side by side through there.
Ooh. No, we don't want that.
I think Lefty might have made a mistake as well. Because Lefty's now
8 back, isn't he?
Yeah, and look at Jakey B. Jakey B right on the back.
He's right on the back of him.
Yeah.
This is crucial. He needs to get these moves done with that 10-second penalty. He needs to go for it. He needs to be bold. He needs to be brave.
Yeah, Lefty's nearly out the DRS of Joe Loke as well. This is...
Come on, Joe. That's it. It's looking good for him.
He's hanging on, you know. He's only still 1.1 off the Viper, so... He's not really lost anything after the first lap. He's kept the gap.
Crucially, Joe has actually got more ERS than Viper.
So I'm guessing then Viper obviously went for a really hard push 1 or 2 laps to try and break the DRS.
Yes.
And Joe's obviously decided, well, I'm going to sit back, save it, and then pull the gap back.
I'll try to at least, yeah, but... Skunk Winner locks up a little bit. That puts Tebow onto... It's just tricky is. How do you get past round here?
Pit stop normally. I mean, you can get past, but you're normally relying on a mistake coming through the fast right-hander or against somebody getting bad traction off the sort of final chicane into the final turn. So, unfortunately,
it's not me vaping. It is
yes, my apologies on that. Yeah, it's stressful in this com box. There's a lot going off. I need the nicotine.
It is. Yeah, good to see you here, Magic Marks, watching the race.
So Finn makes him laugh. So Viper Joe is faster than you. I mean, it's not unfortunate. I mean, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, he's lost 5 tenths this lap, and now Left has gained 4 tenths back on him again, and now he's got the DRS.
It's going to be a bit of a DRS train, is it?
What's he going to do left today? Is he going to have the... Oh, do you know what? I half thought he might do that. I half thought he might just send it. Yeah. But he didn't. He didn't, unfortunately, there, but...
Yeah. I mean, Lefty's got to think of the championship as well, hasn't he, I guess?
He has, but I mean, Joe Loke is a hard customer to overtake. And not normally for me, when I've seen in the past, if you can sort of surprise him with the move, you might get him. But if he knows you're there now, he's always got a way of defending hard. And I think Lefter's...
Not for sure.
Lefter's going to have to literally make a do-or-die sort of move at some point. He can't let Viper disappear. If he wants to win this race, he's got to get him in the next 2 or 3 laps max. Really has.
And the trouble is Jacoby's going to get impatient when it's 10-second pen as well.
Something I missed, but Zetex is now P11 and Corey Marshall's in P5.
Oh dear.
So
Jake's going for it. Oh no, he's backed out. He's backed out. I thought he was going to go for a brave move there, but no. Apparently not.
Left seems to lose a bit coming out into the sort of twisty start of the third sector. He just seems to lose a bit. It looks like Joe gets a gap. I think so. I mean, look how close Jake is now, and Left is now 7 tenths behind. So I think that Joe must obviously win that little bit more downforce, as you're saying, just to help get through. But I mean, look at Jake here. I mean, Jake's got the pace, I think, at the moment. But Lefted obviously has got the DRS on Joe. Lefted needs to really keep as close as he can in that final sector to Joe. Really got to do it.
He does. He does. The trouble is how. How does he get? He's just got to force his way through almost, doesn't he?
Well, I mean, looking how much ERS he's got, 73%. I mean, I'm not an F1 driver tier, obviously, but I would probably just say stick it in hot lap in that final start of the final sector and just keep yourself glued to him. Just give yourself that DRS opportunity, because you're not going to get past him 7 tenths behind on the last straight. No. You're not going to get past him at all. It's not long enough straight for it.
You need to be 2 or 3 tenths, don't you?
You do. Yeah.
Corner really.
Yeah, you do.
Because, like you say, with that, I was using hot lap to close the gap in the final sector, and then just launching off the final corner.
Yes, that's the strat. Again, Joe
gets past Corey Marshall.
He has, good move. Joe Loke again, 1.6 behind. So, Easton's retired now. Is that in the?
Retired?
It's in the pits. It's in the pits. Yeah,
that's in the pits.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Easton. That wing damage at the start. Yeah. Again, look, Lefter's now a second. Lefter hasn't got the DRS. Lefter's lost the DRS. Joe Loke with the fastest lap, 121.1.
What ERS does Joe Loke? Oh no, he still has enough.
63%.
He's got decent pace.
Yeah, he's got a lot of DRS. He's got the same as Left did. Jake is nearly at 90, and then Viper's got 27%. So Joe's looking pretty. Zetex is in the box.
Crazy, isn't it?
Switching to the hard tyres. And he's having a front wing change as well, so it looks like he's picked up some damage at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, but like you say, Joe Loke has the pace.
He does, yeah, he's definitely...
Look,
he's
Viper's
not disappearing.
only got 25% ERS, so he's pushing.
Yeah. So is Joe doing a bit of a tyre managed phase? Does Joe think he can sort of save the tyres for a bit and then use the extra grip towards the end of the stint to catch him? I mean, Lefted is now a second behind. I mean... The Lefter's not slow by all means, but he doesn't seem to quite have that race pace at this part of the race to keep up with Joe. It looks like Joe's just got that little bit on him.
Do you think what we're seeing here is I've prioritised Spain, and then do you think that's the sort of vibe we're going for? I
think so, yeah. I mean, if I was Lefted now, Jake's not that far behind and he's chilling with the RS. I would let him go.
10-second pen.
Let him go. I don't think you'll lose 10 seconds to him. Let him go, and then save your ERS and use Jake to tow you. I think that's what's happening here.
Let him go.
Yeah, left and no ERS at all. You've got to.
You called it.
You've got to go for it, because if Jake has got that little bit more pace, if you can stick with him for the DRS, you'll naturally be a little bit quicker. You've got to use anything now.
Yeah. You've got to use any tool you can, haven't you?
Yeah. The only other thing left has got is the undercut. But I mean, looking at the gap now, I mean, he's nearly 4 seconds. He's coming up for like 4 seconds behind Viper, which is it's a big gap to pull back at any race, let alone when Viper's on it like this again.
It is, yeah. Sucking a little bit scary at the moment, I guess. But it's a long race.
It is, yeah.
So
it is. Anything can happen.
What can happen?
I mean, just looking at Jake here. Jake is, we can't get rain. Jake is catching Joe Loke now.
Catching him up,
yeah. And I mean, to be fair, he's already dropped.
They're both alphas as well. Ooh.
3/4 of a second. So will Joe Loke let Jake through? Do you think Joe's going to play the strategy?
They're both alphas.
Yeah.
I told him in that alpha chat, don't fight each other last week when I thought the race was happening, so let's see.
I'm wondering, well, I mean, everybody I think is pretty much aware of the penalty that Jake's got to add. So I'm wondering
it's an idea.
If Joe Loke...
Is Joe going to let Jake, and then let Jake disappear?
I'd let Jake go after Viper, because Jake's not got really a lot to lose.
No, he hasn't.
Let him go, let him chase Viper down, and you can just stick to him and save your RS even more.
For sure. So let's
see.
Finger
Boy's up the inside of Lugia. Lugia's kept the place, but he's run a bit deep, and Masala's got past Finger Boy. Down in P9, 8, 9 and 10.
Masala.
Yeah, so Finger Boy was on the attack and ends up losing a spot, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's what happens.
Yeah, it is. Golden is catching the pack back up now a little bit.
Corey's now slipped down past Skunk Burner, so sort of normal service starting to be resumed there. I mean, you would normally think Tebow and Skunk on the day would be a little bit faster than Corey. Not by much, but just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah. I mean,
and Jake now 4/10 off of Joe Loke.
4/10, yeah.
That'll be a move down on the first straight. If I let you keep your eye on that as well.
Yeah, I mean, surely they're not going to fight each other. I'd think not, anyway. I
would think not. You would think not, with it being a short championship as well. 12 rounds. I mean, it's not like you got the 21 to gain points back that you might lose. You've literally got to be on it round one. Any little advantage or any little bit you can to get the points, you've got to get them. Yeah, Joe Loke's in 0. Joe Loke's letting him go. No doubt about it.
Yes, that's what I like to see, alphas working together.
That's good teamwork, that really is good teamwork. He even let him have the line as well. Yeah, it's really good teamwork.
So now, what Jake has to do is pull away from him, and Joe needs to hold lefted up.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget that in qualifying last week, Jakey B was the quickest driver in Q1 and Q2.
Yes.
He had the pace over everybody, but then Q3 just couldn't quite get the laps in.
Yeah, he just had that little bit more over Viper, didn't he, in Q1 and Q2?
Yeah, he did, yeah. Now, that doesn't mean in race pace he's got
Joe with a big loke.
That's what you want. Joe with a big loke, yeah.
Joe like just comes out of nowhere. Right, let's have a look at the difference. Viper 33, Jake 84. Okay, let's keep an eye on that over the next coming laps.
Let's just keep an eye on the lap time as well. So, Viper's last lap is a 21.6. So, let's see what he does when he crosses this line. I'm just intrigued to see what time Jake might see. So Jakey B's on his fastest lap on lap 7 at 20.9, and Viper's fast lap's at 21.1. Now there might have been some DRS, granted, but looking at the lap times very quickly, Jake looks like he's had a little bit more speed over the laps. A 21.3 this lap from Viper. Jake's done a 21.2.
Ooh.
It's only a tenth, I know, but it could get interesting, yeah. So let's see. Let's go. The only thing is now, Jake's got to be careful of Joe, because Joe has got lefty back on him again. So Joe can't afford for Jake to not be quick. Jake's got to go. Seriously got to go.
He's got to go.
He has, yeah. He has, yeah.
Well, now Corey Marshall's catching up to Skunk again. Okay.
Yeah. Corey, to be fair, he's one of them drivers where he's got great pace, but you don't really notice it. And that's no disrespect to him. He just has this consistently good pace all race.
Carlos Sainz type figure.
Yeah, and then you get towards like lap 30 of the race, and you look, and he's like up there, P3, P4, something like that. And you think, how's he got there? When did that happen? It's incredible how he does it.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So yeah, Viper's 2.1, 2.2, so it's another couple of tenths up to this point in the lap that Jake's catching.
It is.
It's not much, but
slowly
it's there.
Down.
Yeah.
Just use your ERS, Jake. Come on, let's smash it up. Smash it. Come on.
I mean, check the lap times again. So Jake's done
21.3.
21.3, yeah, and it's a 21.6 for Viper. That's 3 tenths on that lap.
Okay.
Viper Viper's times have been around the 21.6 for the last 4 laps, except for the one he did 21.3, which I think might have been a bit of a push lap.
Pad tyre wear coming in, maybe?
Yeah, it won't be helping. No doubt about it.
That's the only theory I've got anyway on that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it could be that Viper is controlling the race. I mean, you know, we have known it before, but I am looking at the RS, and Jake has still got 75%, and like I said, Viper's got 30. So, I mean, if he's controlling it, he's using the RS to keep that gap. So I wouldn't say he's controlling it as a chilled race. He's trying his hardest to keep that gap ahead, I would say.
He's pushing, yeah. Yep, 100%. He's not really dropping Joe Loke, is he, that much?
No, Joe's sticking to the back of Jake. So, I mean, Lefted again, though. Lefted just dropped out of the DRS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit rusty on Spain, isn't he, now?
Yeah, I'm vaping again my mic. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
That's class when you vape and talk.
I'm out of practice with this comms. It's been a couple of weeks. I'm out of practice a bit. I keep forgetting to flick my mic on mute.
No, it's fine. You're fine. I'm used to it. After making me do 5 hours or 6 hours of Spain. Not Spain, Canada, sorry.
I know. So again, look, Joe Loke is so close, but Lefted is now 1.5 seconds
quicker
behind.
on the straight, isn't he?
Yeah. So what I'm seeing here is Joe's got to be loving this, because he's keeping with obviously Jake, who's got a 10-second penalty. He's not losing any time to Viper. I mean, Joe's put himself in a good position here just to sit back and chill and follow Jake. I mean,
agree. This is working perfectly for Alpha in a way.
It is, yeah, it is. The question is anybody going to pull an undercut?
Toe, isn't it? Well,
yeah, I mean,
Jake's going on the grass a little bit.
Jake's doing the legwork here, basically.
He's just nearly lost it.
Yeah, well, I think he's pushing hard to just... I think he is desperate to get that gap down to Viper. I mean, for me, one of these alphas is going to have to pull an undercut, but Jake needs to get that bit closer before that undercut really becomes, a strategy.
Powerful.
Yeah. The only thing they could do, of course, is whether I don't know if Viper will keep too much on top, but maybe one of them could be the sacrificial lamb and really box early and give Viper a headache of what do I do.
You've got to do it, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
Jake is in. Jake's a sacrificial lamb. Yes. There we go. Well, the problem is here is Viper's got a tough decision to make, because Viper might not want to box right now, but if he stays out another lap, that means that Jake is probably going to get him, and Joe Loke can pull a lap undercut anyway. So, yeah.
If Viper stays out, Joe's got to pit. Got to pit.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Masala is looking good with the hard so far. Yeah, I agree with that, Finn. He really is. I mean, to be P6 and only 1.8 seconds off a skunk on the hards, you would say that he's got a great chance of...
Now.
Of course he is, yeah. I mean, when he's got the mediums on, they're going to be struggling on some slightly older hards. I mean, yeah, the hards go a long time, but, they're not quick.
Yeah.
So...
I know what you mean.
He could be one to watch out for towards the end of the race.
It could be. He could be getting a potential 5th, maybe 4th. Who knows?
Yeah, and look how Jake's done that. Jake's strategy is working out a treat. He's come out in fresh air by 8 seconds.
Ooh,
that's
lovely,
so what does Viper do?
Yeah.
Let's keep his eyes on Viper here.
Yeah.
Let's just have a look at how Space has been looking. So Viper's managed to do 2 21.3s in the last 2 laps, so he's managed to bring that pace down by 3/10. Now, is he going to box? He's boxing.
Yes.
He's in. What about Joe Loke?
It's Joe Loke box.
Joke's in. What about Lefted?
To cover.
Lefted's going round again.
So he's done the opposite to what he usually does. He's usually the first guy in the pits.
Yeah, I mean... I'm not going to say... I mean, well, let's wait to the end of the race, but I mean, for me, he should have been in with them.
Yeah.
I don't...
Unless he feels he can go that much quicker.
Yeah, but I mean, he's on them old hards of 30... Sorry, mediums of 13 laps. I mean, they're not going to be great. Let's be honest. They're not going to be amazing at this point. I mean, I don't see you going faster than a Jake or a Viper. Where's Jake come out in all of this?
No.
Jake...
Just ahead of Joe Loke, I believe.
Wow, so the undercut wasn't that powerful then?
He's gained 3 tenths on Viper, I believe.
He has, but Joe Loke's only be 4 tenths off Jake. I mean, that's the gap it was when he boxed, so...
Yeah. Lefted is pushing, look. 3 RS.
Jessica says has left it too. I mean, that's hard to say that, isn't it? I mean, as tongue twisters
he's the F1 driver, but I don't know. I to me, I would have followed the other guys in, but Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would have done, but I mean, you know, who knows? If Lefty wins the race, it's a strategy call of a lifetime, isn't it? So let's see, is he boxing like this lap or so he's boxed this lap? Yeah, I mean,
it was up one lap extra by 2 attempts before he pitted.
Yeah, I mean, one lap extra on the mediums to be one lap less on the hards. I mean, you're not going to get anything in terms of an advantage with one lap less old hards. You know what I mean? It's nothing.
If it was mediums or softs, yes.
Yeah. But let's see.
Hards, I don't know. We'll see. See how it bubbles on.
Here's Viper coming through now. So Viper is in front. Will Jake get him? Yeah, and yeah, I mean, to be fair, actually,
he's not lost out.
No, he's not lost anything there. No, it was about 7/10 off at one point of Joe, so I think he's lost about 6-7 in that.
Joe's just going to get nice DRS now.
Yeah, Joe just gets to sit there.
The question is, who's got the pace on the hards?
Well, I'm just going to look at what Masala's doing time-wise, lap time-wise. So, Masala's been doing 21 6s and 7s up until the last lap, which was a 21.8. Viper, Viper's was an out lap, so I'm just going to see what Viper's first sort of lap is, and see what Jake did as well. Jake did a 21.4, so he's only like 2/10 quicker on those tyres over Masala, who's had them on for 14 laps. Like, Masala could be in a really good position here.
Let's not forget how much more you can push on the mediums at the end as well.
Yeah, of course, less fuel as well, so of course your car is naturally lighter. The wear's a little bit on
promising,
less.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be quick. It's just, will the mediums give him enough of a delta advantage over the hards? That's the key question.
So so it's still 5 temps with Jake and Joe.
Okay. Yeah. In fact, Joe's 2/10 behind now. He's right on the back.
Ooh. And very similar ERS as well.
Yeah, very similar ERS.
But if you're Jake, you're not going to let him go because you're going to lose more time, aren't you, I guess?
Yeah. Jake's just got to
keep going.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I mean, let's just have a look at the interval to leader. So, as it stands at the minute, Jake would slip down to P7 at the moment, just. I mean, now he's going to be about P6, so he's on P7, P6 at the moment, so yeah, Jake just needs to keep going. It's not bad at all, no, with the 10. Obviously, Masala has to pit at the moment with that as well, so that'll be net P5 at that point of the pit stop. But he's just got to keep going, pushing hard. But he's losing a bit of time to.
He is
losing a little bit of time to Viper here. I mean, you've got to wonder now: is Joe Loke the better option to push against Viper, or?
To me, I don't want to sound like a negative person, but I think Viper's got this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not exactly looking.
It's a lot like it's a short track, isn't it? It's hard to get that gap.
It is, yeah.
If this is Singapore, you're thinking, okay, maybe. This is a long track, but
yeah.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the thing with the slightly shorter grid as well is obviously the chance of a safety car, I would say, is a little bit less. I mean, someone can still obviously crash or whatever, but you would normally think less vehicles, less cars on the road. You would say there's less chance of any safety car.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I think in a minute is probably what. I won't say what's needed, but it would at least guarantee that Jake and Joe and Lefter could have a go at Viper, put it that way.
But the last thing Jake wants, obviously, is a safety car. He just wants a flat-out race, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult position for him, because he really doesn't want anything.
He does not want a safety car.
Jake, Joe and Lefter would be sat there thinking if there's a safety car, we'd be happy. And he's thinking the opposite, which is an unusual position to be in, so... I suppose Jake and Joe need to work out if Jake's on him. I mean, Jake's now 3.5 seconds behind Viper, so he's lost a second in the last 2 laps, which is pretty significant.
This track, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably say right now is that maybe let Joe go and see what Joe's got.
And now Lefton is within DRS range of.
That's what I mean.
No, not quite. He was.
He's getting
he
there,
lost 2 attempts on the exit.
It's getting there. I wonder how long Masala's going to leave it until. I mean, is Masala going to go for the mediums, or is Masala going to run even longer and go on to the softs?
If it was me, I'd probably be pitting around. Well, how long did the guys go on mediums? was about 15.
Yeah, 13 and 14 was the main stoppers.
But obviously there's less fuel in now, isn't there?
Exactly,
so...
yeah. I mean, he could box now, I would say, and do the mediums to the end.
Yeah, I just don't know what. Yeah, I definitely would say hard to. Ooh, Joe. But yeah, I definitely would say mediums would be the better option.
Yeah, I would say so. The only thing he could be doing is maybe waiting for the safety car to see if there is one. Possibly.
It's not a bad shout, but
I think he's got a better chance.
Grid,
I mean, look at Viper. I mean, he did a 21.1, a 20.9, and then a 20.5. So Viper's just getting quicker on the hards. Like just the time's coming down.
It is.
Yeah, it's amazing that really. So, yeah. I mean, Jake seems to be matching him now. Let's just have a look.
Yeah.
There's Jake. Yeah, Jake's
is doing 20.8. I think that was.
Yeah. 20.6. Jake has just done.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
It's
And Masala's in.
Masala's
in. Yeah, he's in. He's on the mediums.
Yes.
So where's he going to filter out in all of this? P7, P8 maybe. Oh, that's actually not bad.
It's going to be close.
I think you take that.
Where's he going to get? He could catch up to Tebow potentially.
Yeah, I mean, what's he got? About 7 seconds to get there. So yeah, he could do.
Yeah,
could do. But I mean, Tebow's no slouch. I mean, to be fair, Tebow is actually catching lefter. Just noticing this. Before the pit stops or the pit stop phase, it was 5.5 who was behind lefter, and now it's 3. Yeah, it's only 2.5 seconds, and there's not that long to go, but it's catching. And then lefter's now 1.6 off the back of Joe Loke, so has lefter made a mistake?
I don't think he has.
That gap's just grown. It's 1.8 now. I mean, I know Joe Loke's in the DRS, granted, but lefter's not keeping up.
Well, here we go. We've got Luigia and Mexizio. Maybe having a little fight here.
Yeah, Finger Boy's right behind him as well, so you've got like a 3-way fight there. Golden's on the back of Masala, so Masala's 1.3 off Skunk. So at the moment, really, the only battle on track is Joe and Jake, but I don't think they're actually fighting at the moment. And then you've got obviously Mex, Lugia, and Finger Boy. Mex is in, yeah. Yeah,
but then Finger Boy's on the back of Luigi now. Well,
Finger Boy's going to have a good opportunity here.
Should be a straightforward pass, potentially.
Yeah, just don't outbreak yourself.
Breakers.
Lucia's Lucia there hanging it in.
Squeeze, I love it.
Will Lucia get the up and under? No, he's not going to get the cut back. I thought he might have a chance. It's still close though.
Yeah. It is.
And now look at Masala. Masala's gained nearly a second on that lap to get Skunk. Masala is on a charge. Already. Yeah, he's on a big charge.
He's flying.
I mean, his first lap.
This is the only real battle.
Sectors. So he's set the best second and third sector. I mean, you would expect that on the mediums, but already that was on his out lap, and he's already set in purples.
Yeah, it's good to see, isn't it? But yeah, 2.6 now. Tebow is catching lefted. That's 6 tenths now.
Yeah, it really
lap
is.
Or two.
So left is now 2 off of Joe Loke as well. So I don't think left has quite got the pace, even though he has got 2 lap fresher hards. I don't see it paying dividend at the end. That unfortunately, I think, like I said, if it was the mediums, mediums he was using, I would see there would be some benefit. But
for sure. Is Lefty just happy to take P3 at the moment as he sees it, do you think?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, in terms of how his season's gone, that's another good result to go with the good results he's had. Yeah, good move. So I mean, I think Leftwood would take it. And whether he thought at the start of the season he would be in a title fight or not, I'm not sure. I'm not saying that's a mindset he's not in, but maybe he is thinking I'm just going to consistently try and get podiums and see where that gets me 3 or 4 rounds to the end and go from there possibly. So. Viper though, again, you see, he's done that initial pull away like on the first stint, and now the gap's slowly coming down again. The ERS is a big factor. I wonder if Viper's just being smart with his ERS. Yes, I know he's got less, but I wonder if he's just because Jake and obviously Joe have got like 70% almost. It's like they're not using. That's a lot to save that. Yeah, I'm surprised Jake's saving that much, knowing that it's his teammate behind him. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, he's just
you would
dropped
think,
him out of DRS now.
yeah.
Let's see if
What?
Lefty can catch him now that he's not got DRS.
Right, Joe's got the DRS flashing, but he's not using it. Has Joe got a DRS failure?
It's showing
had,
that light, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Joe had the DRS available, but didn't use it. I wonder if Joe's DRS has failed, and that's going to be a crying shame if it has for him. That really is. I mean, he's dropping rapid though now. Look, he's dropping loads of time.
Yeah, he is. You're not wrong.
Well, I mean, loads. I mean, it's a few tenths, but that's a lot in these guys. You know what I mean? These guys don't give anything, not even half a tenth easily, let alone a couple of tenths. So,
yeah.
and Tebow, like I said, 2.2 now behind Lefted, so that gap's coming down. I mean, at the moment, that's shaking up to be a 2 or 3 lap battle at the end. That.
Yeah. Oh, Find the says maybe Lefted using 1.9 wings again.
Yeah. Well, if he is, that might not be the strategy.
No.
I mean,
it's a theory.
It's a theory. I mean, what we know, he's been trialling them at like Canada, for example, only 1.918. So I mean,
crazy,
maybe he is trying to set up like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, but you never know with Lefty, do you? It can be a bit doolally with his setups from time to time.
Yeah, it can be.
But let's see how it goes. Where are the battles? Not really any battles going on at the moment, apart from Lucia and Fingerboy again.
It's pretty much like a typical Spanish Grand Prix, really, isn't it? It kind of shakes out like this, where for a period of time you just have these sort of constant 1.5, 2 second gaps between the drivers. Jake again. Jake's slowly catching him. It's like just under 3 seconds now, but at the moment, it's not enough towards the end of the race.
At the moment? Sixth.
Yeah. Let me just do a position. Let's have a look. The leader, gap to the leader. So, yeah, at the moment, he would just get. He would get 5th at the moment, just. But
Tebow is really catching up now. Look.
Yeah, Masala obviously on that chart. Yeah, Tebow really is. I mean, Lefty's going to have to get his elbows out here, I think.
He is. Oh, and we've got Golden on Skunk now. Look.
Yeah, I mean, Golden had that unfortunate start to the race, obviously, as well. So he's making backup ground, if you like. Yeah, it is a good recovery from stone dead last, pretty much at that point.
Yeah.
Z-Tex had to make a second stop, so unfortunately he's back on the mediums again.
Mediums, push now.
Yeah. Corey, unfortunately, down in P12. So Lucia's on the back of Fingerboy still. Yeah, the only retirement so far, actually, as well, which is pretty good going. I know it's a smaller grid, but still.
Even so.
I think the thing is, though, it's like with Z-Tex, he might as well stay in this race because, I mean, he's only, 3 positions off getting points. Like, I know it's a lot to ask, but I mean, he's so close there. You know what I mean? He might as well stay in it and see how that pans out at the end. Yeah, Jake now 2.4.
Right, no, that's getting into. That's half a second this lap. He's starting to ramp his pace up now.
He is, yeah.
Oh, he's starting to use the RS. That's why.
He is, yeah. It's starting to go. Yeah, he's now doing that push. But you see, Viper now. So the problem we've got here is Viper and Jake have now got the same ERS. In fact, Viper's got a bit more. So Jake's using the ERS to push, and of course Viper's obviously just saving it. So by the time Jake will possibly get there, he'll have no ERS, and Viper will have a full tank of it. So
it's I mean, I think Jake's just trying to sort of consolidate a P4, P5 if he can.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
But you never know. I bet he'll be kicking himself for retiring on track now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of them moments. We've all had it, and that moment of rage when something doesn't go right or whatever, and
Yeah, for sure, we've all had it. Yeah.
we've all had it, but unfortunately, it's costing him at a race where at the moment he's in at P2, it would be, and now he's obviously going to lose a few points there. But it happens. End of the day, he's got to take the positives out of any performance he gets here. He's doing a good job.
But Canada is one of his strong tracks, so let's see how he gets on after.
So this is where it's going to be quite interesting to see it, because obviously Jake will probably take a lot of heart from this and get a lot of confidence for Canada.
Yeah.
And then Lefted, obviously, Left is probably his harshest critic. Let's be honest, he's very critical of his own self. And will he class this as a good result, or would he have expected more?
I don't think it will. I don't think it will.
And will that affect him going into Canada? Will he be in a bit of a different mindset at Canada than he probably might have been? Would he have got like a good result? Like as in on the pace result. I think that's the thing Lefted looks at. It's not necessarily the position; it's the pace that I think he likes. He
doesn't want to be in a certain position where he's had luck. He just wants to be there.
Yeah, he wants to be there on pure merit pace, and he wants to be around Jake Viper. He wants to be with them the whole race. So, I mean, to give him credit. It's not that far behind. I mean, he's only sort of like 6 seconds off of Viper. I mean, it's not like he's 30 seconds off or anything.
It's no mean feat, is it, to keep that close to him? But
I mean, if you remember last year,
I know standards.
Yeah, Viper at different points, we didn't have a title to fight for, but at points Viper was winning races comfortably, like ridiculously comfortably. And this season already, it's not panning out that way. Yeah. So there's definitely been a closing of that gap. Corey's retired, unfortunately. Yeah.
In the pits, I believe.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, unfortunately for him.
But yeah, I mean, like you say, it was pretty comfortable at points for him last season, wasn't it?
Oh, Tebow, 1.1 behind.
Oh, is he gonna get the DRS?
Not quite. This lap, but he's right there. So I'm just gonna have a quick look at the penalties, just to see if Tebow's got any.
I've not had any pop up yet, but. Yeah.
So Tebow has got a penalty. Viper, obviously, as always, hasn't got a warning. And Jakey B's only got the one warning. Joe Loke has got 2 warnings. Lefted has got 2 warnings. So to be fair, as usual, the top 4 just impeccable. No penalties. Couple of warnings max.
Is people getting penalties?
Yeah, I mean, Tebow's got 1, obviously, so we know of that one. I'm just going to have a look at, like, Masala. Just the people that might affect him. So
that'll be interesting.
Masala's just picked up a penalty on lap 20, but he's got no more warnings, so he's only a 3 seconds. Skunk Burner, no warnings. I mean, it's some top quality driving of these lads. They really are the sort of pinnacle of CCRL at the moment. They really are.
Which is
Golden.
Good to see.
Golden has 6 seconds worth of penalties now. So Golden, I think that's a comfort zone for Jake there. Just do the maths very quickly. Rudimental maths coming up. 10 seconds for Jake would be 12. So at the moment, Jake is in front of Masala, so it would be P5.
P5 at the moment, yes.
And at the moment, Tebow is 2 seconds in front of him with Tebow's penalty that he's got. So Tebow's got a 2-second advantage over him. Now look at the gap though between Tebow and Lefted.
But now they're going to be battling. This could help him.
This could really help, yeah.
So I mean, I'm going to say hopefully because Jake's in Alpha, team constructors.
I mean, just look how Jakey B has managed to drop Joe Loke now. All of a sudden, it's a 3-second gap. Like.
Wow.
I don't know.
Where's his pace been from the start?
I don't know what's happened to Joe. I don't know if Joe's got any issues or if maybe the tyre wear's kicking in for him and he's struggling a bit on the hards. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, don't be wrong. He's still driving well. Right. I mean, it looks great. To be honest, I've been on board with him for a couple laps and there's nothing wrong. The lines are great. There's no oversteer, but I think Jake's 1.9 behind now. Viper.
Jake's just decided I'm going for it.
I'm just on board with. I mean, Viper doesn't seem to be. No, Viper's using the
Viper's
ERS.
Not struggling, and he's using the ERS, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like Viper's, coasting round or something. I mean, interesting.
Oh, Tebow and Lefty's just letting go, really.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that. I mean, obviously,
come on.
all Tebow, all Lefton need to do now is just try and stick within 3 seconds of Tebow.
Oh yes, I guess so.
Obviously, but look at Masala's 5.6. I mean, it's not going to be close enough. But what possibly Lefters looked at that and seen the penalty and thought Masala's not too far behind. I don't need to battle this. Maybe he's thinking
Jake's situation as well.
Yeah, and obviously you've got Joe Loke as well. If Tebow can start fighting Joe, that might bring Lefton in with a chance of getting Joe. So maybe he's playing the longer game and there's only 4 laps left, but he's not catching him on merit. So maybe he's thinking, I've just got to roll the dice again and just see what happens with this. But I mean, he's already lost 8 tenths to Tebow already. I mean, that's a lot.
How quick does Tebow catch Joe Loke? That's the question.
Well, it's 1.4 already. Skunk sticking with Golden in P7 and P8, about a second in it. Other than that, we haven't really got any battles on track except for Lefted, Tebow and the Joe Loke situation that's going to pan out.
We do not.
Very quiet.
6 for Tebow. I don't know what Joe Loke did.
Masala did 20.2. I'm just going to have a look at Joe Loke for you now. Joe did a 20.5.
So that's a second that lap. Ooh.
And Lefted did a 20.8.
Well, however, Tebow has no ERS now.
Yeah, I think he used it all on that lap, didn't he, just to try and catch up?
Yeah, I think so. Lefty's got to be careful here, though. He's lost a second in a lap.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean, yeah. Especially with the 3-second penalty, he does that every lap. He's got it.
Yeah.
Let's see how that plays out. Skunk Burner, he's still keeping with Golden fast.
Yeah, and Jake is still only... Yeah, Jake's only 1.8 behind Viper. It stretched out a gap again. It's come back down to where it was a couple of laps ago.
I think they're both pushing more on one lap than the other, you know.
I think you're right, yeah. I think they're like on the alternate ERS strategy, I think. One's doing one and then one's doing the other. Yeah. 1.5 though now, look at that. Do you know what?
Jakeson.
Yeah, Jake, at least on track, you know. Go for it, lads.
Yeah. That's it. Just get your elbows out. Come on, let's just see you get there.
See what you got.
Don't be getting a penalty.
Yeah, so Skunk is within DRS of CCRL Golden in P8 and 7. He's too far back to get the move this time, but he's keeping up there.
Far.
Keeping up there. But apart from that, yeah, it's a typical Spanish Grand Prix.
It is. Like you say, it's just Spain just does not promote the best racing, does it?
No, I don't know, unfortunately. Although, you know, Tebow's a second behind. Tebow's right on the cusp now of the DRS.
He is.
Just check any penalty situation. I don't think any's come up, but I'm just going to check. No penalty for Joe Loke still, and Lefted still nothing. No. I don't know why I'm checking Viper. Oh, Viper's had a warning. Everybody, shock, horror. He is human after all. He's had one warning. Just the one.
Yes.
Yeah,
he is human, everyone.
It's pretty much a straight fight, except for obviously Tebow needs to, if he does get past Joe, he's got to do a 3-second gap. So, apart from that, everyone's in a straight fight. He's only 7 tenths behind though now. So
yeah, we're gonna have to start thinking about driver of the day soon.
Yeah.
It's between Masala and Tebow, I think.
Yeah. I mean, Masala's come from the back end to get P6 currently. I mean, notable shout-outs, I mean, will be Viper, obviously, from P3 to P1.
Yes. Of course.
Possibly Joe Loke. I mean, I know you can say, well, he's dropped off a little bit now, but I mean, and not to be disrespectful, but I don't think a lot of people thought he would have the race pace at all. I think they thought his quali lap was like a shock moment. So to say he's still in P3 and he's only 4 seconds off Jake and he's only 5 and a bit off of Viper after 32 laps, I mean, that's pretty good going.
Yeah.
So I think notable shouts, but I think in a moment we'll hand it over to chat. Does anybody in chat have their opinion of driver of the day? What's your votes?
Yeah. What is your votes indeed?
Let's see what they come up with.
For sure. Yeah, like I say, for me it's between Tebow and Masala potentially.
Easton says Easton.
Oh wow. Easton.
No,
Who's
no
that?
comment. No comments. Easton and Easton again. So Easton's voting for Easton twice and Easton once.
Oh, here
So
we
there you go.
Tebow and Joe Lowe.
Yeah. Just a 10th in it.
Final lap approaches. Oh, the inside.
Joe, I mean, I wouldn't defend it. I wouldn't defend it.
Don't
Let
defend
him go.
it. Do not defend it. He's got a penalty. Unless Joe
I mean, he
Lowe
might
has a
not know
penalty,
that as well. I mean, checking that he's not. No, he hasn't picked up one.
Joe, you might have a penalty there.
Oh no. Let's have a look. Did he get a warning? No, we got away with that.
Got away with that. Okay.
It's unusual as well because as we know, the last lap it's normally quite a lot harsher, isn't it, in terms of the penalties?
Yes. I've noticed that. Yeah.
London Bandit says Tebow.
Yeah.
Or Toy Boat, as Senna likes to call him.
Is that what he calls it?
Toy Boat, yeah.
It's a toy boat, isn't it?
It's a toy boat, yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Me.
I think.
Right, so let's.
Yeah, go on, off you go, mate. Yeah, off you go.
I guess. Does Masala have any pens?
Yeah, he's got a pen, yeah.
I guess Tebow.
Right.
I guess Tebow. But,
Yeah.
I mean, a notable mention to obviously Viper as well. And here it goes across the line, and he wins the Spanish Grand Prix. Not comfortably, but comfortable enough.
I mean, he was never challenged from the start, was he? I mean, no one got in the DRS. No. So, I mean, I think as Tier 1 CCRL goes, that's about the most comfortable a race you're going to get this season, I think.
It is.
Personally.
It is. So,
I would say.
After the 10-second penalty, where does Jake finish?
Let's have a look. Let's do it on leader, so he's 1.5 seconds behind, so he would be in front of Masala, so it's P5, Jake. Oh, hang on a second, hang on. Tebow's got a 3-second penalty. No, he's got Tebow. He's got P4.
He's got Tebow, has he?
He's going to finish just over 3/10 in front of Tebow when as long as Tebow's penalty obviously is a legit and not a, But yeah, if Tebow's penalty stands, it'll be P4 for Jake, which that's where he qualified. So I think he'll be quite happy to not lose anything there, to be honest, in terms of quality of race.
Yeah, let's just have a look.
So we give him Masala driver of the day.
Yeah, give Masala driver of the day.
Roger that.
Masala's he's had an underrated drive, hasn't he? So I will screenshot that.
Yeah.
No, wait, he does go down to P6, doesn't he? Because the time penalty has been included. Oh, P5, sorry.
Okay. What got? Oh yeah, of course it has.
8.97.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So it is P5. Okay, that's a good result for him.
Mathematics.
So that's a Alpha 2.5.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
So Joe gets P2 then.
Yes, Jake does have that 10-second penalty.
And Lefty gets P3.
And Lefty gets P3, yes.
I'll write the order down.